From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth. We're at the bar at Tommy Mac's. It's brought to you by our friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits and the Bruss Nutter Wealth Advisory Team in Ponte Vedra Beach. This time around, a very special guest. He's brand new to Jacksonville. It's the new head coach of our Jacksonville Sharks, Coach Jason Gibson. Coach, how are you, man?
Doing good, man.
Great to have you.
Yeah, man, this is a great setup.
Short notice, but I'm glad you made it.
Oh, yeah. I can't pass this
How you
up.
doing? Is the whirlwind coming, you know? You've been here how long? You're the new head coach?
I've been back and forth 3 weeks,
Exciting.
so it's kind of like, I was just telling the guys out front, it's like, hey, I'm worried about football and operations and things you're supposed to worry about.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, where are we going to live? What's the school the kids
The
gonna go to?
operations at home.
Right, yeah.
Right.
The real operations.
Yeah.
She's the real coach. So it's been great, man. It's been great. And, I tell people 100 times, man, this is the Yankees of arena football. So you got to take it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you were in Columbus with the Lions for 16 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
So then it's opportunity. What's the conversation like? You come home, you're like, honey, you're not going to believe it.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, when you got, short version, man. I ain't boring. I met my wife at an arena game. Her mom set us up on a blind date.
No way.
And so I met her there, and the first thing her dad said is, he's a coach. You know what that means? That means you're going to be moving.
Yep.
That's just a nomad's life.
It's true.
16 years later, I'm still there.
Wow.
And that's just unheard of. And then, conversation came up with the Sharks. I have a relationship with the ownership and the things I just thought I'd never leave because we had built such a good thing. But something came up one day, and finally I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll listen. What's up?
Yeah, cool. When did you know you were going to be a coach, Jason? When you're playing?
When I knew I couldn't play.
When you knew it was over?
I tell you what.
Coach, stay in it. Was that it, though? Like, you loved it? You're just like, man, I want to stay in the game. If I can't play, I want to coach.
Yeah, I was coaching arena. I mean, I was playing arena, and our team folded. This was a long time ago.
Yep.
And the coach of the team said, hey, I got a job at a high school. Why don't you come teach and coach? And I said, okay, cool. And then another arena team popped up, and since I had been playing, they said, why don't you start coaching? And then
so cool.
It just, it steamrolls from there.
All right, so how do you, first of all, what's your philosophy? Like what, as a head coach?
Oh, wow. God, you ask tough questions day one.
I mean,
that's great, man.
I probably know the answer, but I want to hear it from you, right?
What do you think the answer is?
Well, accountability's got to be everything. Like, I mean, come on, you got to perform, you got to be accountable. But what's your style, I guess, is the question.
My style is...
you seem fiery.
I am, but I don't have to be the guy that's out there screaming, yelling, cussing. That's not me.
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
I'm a huge practice guy. Understand the basics of football. Whether you're at Pee Wee football, CFL, NFL, whatever you're in, I believe in doing your skill set and really fine-tuning what you do well.
Yep, working on your craft.
To allow you to play fast. I'm not a big lineup, let's run team plays for an hour and a half. That's a waste of time.
Right.
Let's define what we're going to do. Let's fine-tune that, and let's develop a skill set so when we get in the game, what really floats my boat, since you ask, is if I'm in the game, it's 3rd and 10, 4th and 1, whatever, and my quarterback and me have that relationship. He's like, Coach, we just saw this, there and this. Let's go trips with a Z. Let's run this.
Yeah.
Hey, I like it. Let's go run it.
Yeah.
I like that relationship. Now, we're not friends.
No.
But we're working.
Friendly.
But, it's not a dictatorship. It's not, this is what I do. If you can't do this, you got to get out of here. It's basically, and every year my offense changes. It's based upon personnel I have.
Okay.
And then I have an idea going into the season, and all of a sudden, by the end of the season, it's always takes a detour, and it just,
morphs into the talent on your team. Right.
So that's what I enjoy. That's what I do. But I'm a big discipline guy. I'm a guy, wear what you're supposed to wear, be where you're supposed to be, say what you're supposed to say.
Right. I learned on, Coughlin was one of my coaches. So and I always tell people, because they always think, oh, he's so hard. I'm like, listen, he was fair, he was honest, he was consistent. That's all you want out of a coach.
Right.
Just at least that's all I wanted.
Because he was tough.
He was tough.
He was tough.
BC, he was really tough. The Jags, the guys were moaning and I'm like, this is nothing compared to Boston College. You guys, this is crazy. But no, but it was always fair and honest. You knew where you stood every single day. Right. And I think players really can appreciate that.
Well, and like you've been there, so as a player, so when you get into coaching, having been a player, you try not to make the mistakes that maybe some of the teams you've been in, some of the coaches you see, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to do that when I'm a coach.
Right.
You know?
Right. You learn from it.
But, I remember